Welcome to HR Hero on Call, your host, Joyce Ledwaba. Today, I'm joined by an incredible woman, a woman in tech. We're talking about top executive. Tick, we're talking about former Chief Information Security Officer. Tick, we're talking about a woman who is a well-known speaker in the tech industry. Tick, we're talking about a friend of mine, Lineo Racoco. Welcome, Dineo, to HR Hero on Call.
Thank you very much. It's amazing to be here, Joyce. I'm feeling so privileged. So I'm really looking forward to the conversation.
Yes, can you believe we're sitting here today?
My friend. Amazing.
Okay, so I want us to break the ice so we can get to understand your experiences and your career in totality. All right, temperature check. How are you feeling today?
Wow. So I've been in a bit of a windy season,
Yeah.
but I've now transitioning into a sunny, sunny season. There's amazing things that have happened, and I'm looking I'm looking forward to what the future is going to unfold, and I'm really excited.
Yeah. I think it's part of life to experience all kinds of seasons. Windy is good. It pushes us to be able to get out of it and get into our sunny spaces. All right. So you are an animal. Which animal would you be and why?
Wow. Let me think.
I can guess.
A butterfly.
I didn't think of that. Okay.
I'll tell you why. Is it an animal? I hope it is, right?
I don't know if you can classify, but I get your point.
Yeah.
Why butterfly though?
So I'm assuming it's an animal because it's a living thing. It's part of the insecta family.
Yeah.
Butterfly, I'm intrigued by the transformation and the growth that a butterfly goes through in its life cycle. Right? From a caterpillar into, a beautiful, colorful, free species that just flies freely.
Yeah.
So honestly, in my life, I would like to embody that freedom. Looking back from where I come from to where I am now and what the future is still to unfold, I really would like to embody that transformation of a butterfly in my own life. The
caterpillar transforming in the darkness, it cocoons in the dark, and when it's ready, booms, it becomes a butterfly.
There we go.
What a beautiful story. Oh, wow. Yeah. Right. So what do you say to Dineo every morning when you wake up?
Wow. So I'm very spiritually grounded. So there's a biblical passage I usually reference every day when I start my day.
Yeah.
It's I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But guess what? When you go out in the world and you try to do everything, challenges are just gonna come. They're thrown back at you.
Yeah.
So when that happens and I get agitated and fearful, then I also remind myself that we're not given the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So those two scriptures are really my anchors to go through each day of my life. So
they keep you going.
They keep me going, grounded, and optimistic, and know that there's a higher power that has oversight on me, and that really helps me go through the day. So I hold on and lean on those two scriptures.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, hey, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And sometimes it doesn't feel like you can do it all, but you go back to the source and say, fear, no.
Certainly.
Yeah, not to fear. I love that. Right. So let's talk about this top woman in tech. Why tech? You are a cybersecurity guru. Firstly, I want to know why tech, why cybersecurity, what does it entail, and where did it start?
So,
yes,
a pure accident. Pure accident. So tech.
I know. Maybe let's start from where it all started.
What great.
So me and you, we met in a production company in Bloemfontein, our first jobs.
Yes.
You were the production assistant.
Yes.
I was the HR officer. And that's where we met.
Actually, you hired me. I don't know if you remember.
I don't remember.
But you took a gamble.
Yeah. I don't remember, but we worked together twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll actually take a step back before that part of our lives. So just after I've done matric, I was visiting a friend.
Yeah.
And we're clueless. Back in those days, we didn't have career guidance and that type of stuff. So we're just sitting, visiting a friend. And one of the brothers was saying, I'm a computer specialist. I'm like, okay, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And he says, I'm a computer technician. I did what is called A+. I'm like, okay, A+.
Oh, I remember the A++.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yes, right? Those days, exactly.
Yeah.
So this gentleman, and then I got curious, and he spoke with so much passion. And he told me, like, you break computers up and you build them up. And I'm like, I like that, because I've always been a tomboy growing up. I've always been... I was raised by a man most of my I'm a daddy's girl. I love my mom as well. I mean, she's done a lot to put in the character that I am today, and the woman I am today is, I attribute that to her as well. But I was always a tomboy, like playing with boys and stuff. And then I'm like, this is intriguing. So then that's when I did A+, right?
Yeah.
Then I got my hands dirty and understood, the ins and out of computer, both hardware and software.
Yeah.
Great. Fast forward, then I life made our paths cross. And then I happened to be in a production environment. I was working for Ceres Beverages Company.
Producing concentrated juices.
Concentrated juices.
The flatties.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, I used to get so excited closer to the end of the month, because you get
gratis means freebie.
Yeah.
So that was amazing,
Yeah.
And then fast forward, you as well, my friend. I believe God orchestrated this relationship. You know why? Because my first career, my very first job actually in an IT environment was through you into Ceres, because you were part of that HR company. Then I remember, my friend, you left. We were in a small town, Bloemfontein, and you left. You went to the big city, Joburg, Pretoria, Gauteng, and then you called me up and said, "Hey, there's a job here." And I remember the job was for executive assistants for a business executive.
Because you met the requirements.
Right.
Yeah, so I shared the job spec with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that was also a gamble, because I'm this technical girl.
Yes.
Who's entrusted now to deliver in this administrative role.
Technically. And now there's executive assistant.
Right.
And I thought you'd be good at it.
My friend, you see, I think you are in the right profession, because you are in the business of sporting talent. You saw things I didn't see in me. Yeah. Even today, I still feel that you see things that I still don't see in me. So I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So basically, I got into this company in a big city, executive assistant, / PA to a business executive. And then I get spotted by an Indian gentleman named Elias. This gentleman says, I see you very technical. You when something breaks, you're there to fix it. If a printer breaks,
I want to give you.
I see, right?
Yeah.
And then this guy says, there's actually a role. Come, let me introduce you to the Chief Information Officer, the CIO. Yeah. Holds my hands, goes upstairs, introduces me to the CIO.
The position you were holding
I was still
recently.
I was still a PA. So this is back in those days.
Yeah, I'm saying that position is the position you held recently. Yes.
So I get introduced to this executive, say, no, there's this young lady here, qualified in information technology, got a degree. What do you have? Luckily, there was a vacancy. I got interviewed. Little did I know, I got the job.
Yes.
Fast forward, another senior leader in IT then spotted me also and said, I like your work ethic. I think you could do great in cybersecurity. I give you 6 months to do this course, Security Plus. If you pass, you got a job. So it was a lateral transfer, same salary, different responsibilities. But guess what?
You took
I did
the chance.
it anyway.
Yes, of course.
then I got groomed really like that in my career. That's how I landed in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
By pure chance. Fell in love with it. Got great mentoring. And fast forward, here I am today.
And here you are today, the MD of Lerako Consulting.
There we go.
Cybersecurity services.
There we
Hello. Tick. So, to somebody watching and listening, what do cybersecurity people do? Yeah. What is cybersecurity? What do you guys do?
Yeah. So, people think cybersecurity is protecting people from hacking. Well, it's part of it. But there's so many things in cybersecurity. So, basically, in simple terms, cybersecurity is protecting data from unauthorized access. Your data, personal data from a bad guy getting in your phone or your system to access it, but also corporates and big businesses, in fact, any business, protecting that data from unauthorized access, from malicious intent, deletion, etc. So basically that's what we do. We protect digital assets. You know, all businesses are interconnected because they're using the internet and the network. So we protect the network and these organizations from external digital threats that we term cyber threats.
So do you guys also do some hacking? They call it ethical hacking, but it is hacking.
Yes.
So you hack.
Yes, basically.
You're a hacker.
Basically. Ethically.
Yeah.
So for us to know, so I'm going to use an analogy. For us to understand how the bad guys or the bad actors, as we call them, or the adversaries, as we call them in the industry, how we understand their minds is we need to learn how they think and what they do and how they do it, right, to compromise business systems.
Yeah.
So we learn to hack, but we do it ethically. So we call ourselves white hat hackers, basically. So we the good guys.
Yeah, but you're still hackers. Yeah.
Basically.
You say you protect us, but you still hack anyway.
So we hack with we authorize to hack our companies ethically to see where the holes are or the vulnerabilities, so we can patch those holes so that the bad guys cannot get in the systems.
Interesting. All right. So what are some of the requirements? Like, how do you get in? Do you have to study for it?
So there's various ways. I mean, back in those days, you know, we all thought a BTech degree in information security. Fast forward to now, really, various avenues. I always am an advocate for knowledge, for education.
Formal qualification.
Formal qualification.
Yeah.
However, what I studied back in those days is not relevant today. It's IT. It's forever evolving. So really, people need to constantly improve their skills. There's basic things that we need to do. For instance, understand networking.
Yes.
How networks work, how computers talk to each other.
Yeah.
Because you need to be able to protect them, but you can't protect them if you don't know how they converse or how they communicate with one another.
Of course.
Right? You also need to understand basic coding, you know, to write scripts of how to automate certain processes or certain protective mechanisms. However, you know, there's a lot of channel of YouTube. There's a lot of free information that we can get online.
Yeah.
You know, but also I want to highlight is not just the technical part of cyber. There's also non-technical roles in cyber, such as governance, risk, and compliance.
Yeah.
Where if you have a more business acumen and you want to engage with business stakeholders and you want to assist organizations to audit against best practice frameworks, you can be in a governance, risk, and compliance role. I see. Right? Yeah. So you don't necessarily need to be technical and break things and hack. There's also non-technical roles such as governance roles in cybersecurity.
So the career pathing within the cybersecurity, it's broadened in that way.
Diverse. It's quite diverse. So there's technical and non-technical.
Yes.
You know, there's also security operations.
Yes.
Where you can actually be a threat analyst. So you assess the threats. Yeah. You pick up alerts and then you proactively prevent those threats. And if there's an incident, meaning if there's a successful attack or incident, then you're able to proactively remediate that. So there's quite a lot of career paths really within cyber. but it's always good to have an IT background for you to be successful in a
also the
cybersecurity.
IT formal qualification would be the foundation, and then we can call it specialization in cybersecurity.
Essentially.
In our lingo.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. All right. So what are the some of the challenges that you faced within the tech space, and more especially in cybersecurity, if you're comfortable sharing?
So one, being a woman in this industry, I mean, it was, at least at the time when I started about 17 years ago, it was predominantly male dominated.
Yeah.
So I go to conferences. I'm one of the two women in the entire, conference. I'm in class. I mean, probably one of the two women in class in whatever stream that I would have been starting at that point in time. So it felt a little lonely at a point in time because I'm a woman. There's a whole lot of men. Sometimes you can't really relate with the male psyche as a woman. And sometimes you just need to be a lady and converse with another lady about girl stuff, girl issues.
Yeah.
So for me, that was one thing I've experienced. However, the male in the industry have been really gracious. They've really welcomed me. They really made me feel at home.
Yeah.
But there's always that imposter syndrome. Yeah. You feel you don't belong because you're like different from everybody else around you. So
you need to open it up a bit for other females, isn't it?
Exactly. So
and that's what you're doing now through the consulting services, to open it a bit more to the people that want to learn, more especially females.
Certainly. So I'm an advocate for females. I mean, you are as well, because I mean, I've so you give us this type of opportunity, you open doors for us.
Yeah.
And this very podcast will also open doors for, women out there who are watching. So I'm a mentor. So I'm part of women empowerment as well as women mentorship programs.
Yes.
And we do that through what we call channels. So recently I've joined the CISO Alliance.
Yes.
So they have a leg, Journeys to Inspire, that actually creates a platform for young women to come and join tech, and we mentor and hold their hands through the journey.
Yeah.
So my mentor said to me, for every door that you hold open, leave it open for 5 more to come.
Of course.
So I really
don't be that lady that shuts the door. Yeah.
Hold it open for 5 more to come. Right.
Yeah.
So if each one can hold one, I think this industry will be better in terms of onboarding more women.
Yes.
And just a success story also, in my previous role as a chief information security officer, about 80% of my team were actually women. There are women out there who are quite skilled, quite knowledgeable, and they have a great work ethic, and we need to really seek talent. Is out there, we need to seek it and bring it on board.
Very
and advocate in different spheres where we are. We need to advocate for each other as women.
Yeah. Very powerful. All right. So you've spoken about this different career pathing in the spaces, but you were at the peak of your career. You were an IT exec when you decided, no, it's time to leave and start your own thing. Now you're the managing director for Lerako Consulting Services. It's a cybersecurity services company. How does a woman or a person make a decision to say, I'm at the top, at the peak, and then let me go into entrepreneurship? Yes.
So earlier I said I can do all
things. Yes.
So I've done all things. So when I was a technical in a junior role, my dream was I want to go up to the last ladder of the career, which through the grace of God I have done.
Yeah.
So now I was thinking, so what's the next thing?
Yes.
So I took a leap of faith and I said, you know what? The skills that I have, the network that I've built, over the years, the industry colleagues that I have, all of this combined can actually monetize this.
Of course.
Right? And then I felt being in an employment is awesome, it's great. It has opened a lot of opportunities for me. It has sharpened my skill.
Of course.
It has taught me how to run a business, because I've run businesses. I've run departments in the existing business. So I've learned all of that. So collectively, I thought...
You were the intra.
Intrapreneur, exactly,
That's
right?
the word.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Now I said, okay, so if I want to stretch my reach, right?
Yeah.
And empower others
Yes.
and make a meaningful impact, what better way than to actually establish my own entity where I can actually, expose those opportunities to many more, especially in the underprivileged,
Yes.
communities,
Yeah.
youth that are not employment. I mean, in South Africa, we know that our socioeconomic dynamics. So that's really what inspired the seed to start my own entity, have the flexibility, as well as be in a position not to be constrained by budgets and by corporate structures, and actually be able to empower others. So really that's another adventure I wanted to really venture into.
I get it.
Yeah.
So your company, one of the services is cybersecurity training. We recently are helping you with the internship for cybersecurity. Talk to us about that. Why training?
So
what informed it?
So in the in the South African setup, there's I'll call it a digital divide, right?
Yes.
There's people that are very digital savvy. Then there's communities that don't have access to digital literacy.
Yes.
So as a person from an underprivileged environment myself, knowing that when I was in primary school, in high school, I didn't have access to computers.
Of course.
I literally was exposed to computers only at varsity. I have a child who's at primary school. They're already doing robotics at the age of 7.
Yes.
They're doing coding. And then just next door, there's an underprivileged community, and they don't even have access to just smartphones, right? So for me, it was, how do I create impact?
Yeah.
And one of the initiatives as Lerako, through Lerako Foundation, we have adopted a primary school to start embedding technological skills at the very young age, right? So that's one of the initiatives that we're doing. But also onboarding through Reapili, onboarding interns, which are qualified IT specialists that don't have opportunities for employment, and we onboard them and we train them on the job, and we assist them through the partnership with Reapili to actually place them in working environments.
Yes. Oh wow. You busy woman, hey? You in tech, you're also making a difference in people's lives through training, through mentorship. You're also a speaker. You've spoken at a number of events. You speak about IT, you speak about cybersecurity. What do you say to all these people?
So it's easier to talk about computers
yes.
than talking about us and exposing vulnerabilities. You know, so it's natural for me to get on a stage, hold a mic, and speak about technology because that's what I've been doing for just under 18 years or so.
Yes.
I'm also learning to use those opportunities as well to inspire and also to learn to open up and be vulnerable as well, to connect with not heads but hearts of people.
Yeah.
Because I see that especially as
which
leaders,
is very strange, because I think you've got sorry to tap in there, I think you've got a nice combination of the hard side or the corner side of the tech side, but also the people side. So you bring this together nicely to build up and add value and make a difference in people's lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because half the time when you are in these leadership roles, or the younger ones looking up to you, they think, oh, you're having it all easy, and they want to be like you when they grow up.
Yeah.
They don't understand, they what you call the sweat and tears that went into this. They don't understand the sleepless nights. They don't understand the corporate bullying that we face. They don't understand the imposter syndrome and all of these dynamics in corporate. So I always want to open up, and sort of let them know that we go through challenges as well.
Yes.
And we human.
Yes.
And every morning we need to tell ourselves that we can.
Yes.
So basically I really use those opportunities to try to also inspire.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. What insightful conversation to have with you. So you've done all of these things. You're adding value in people's lives. You do the tech, the training, and now you're building your business. So in terms of legacy, what legacy would you like to leave behind? How do you want to be remembered?
Wow. It's something I never really think about. Wow. But you know what? I think I want to be remembered for someone who have stayed the course, someone who has lived in line with their values and principles, somebody who has lived with integrity and has not compromised their values.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when life is tough, sometimes you want to take corners, but I want to be remembered as somebody who's straight to themselves, authentic, and a woman who've led with integrity. But I also want to be remembered by somebody who have impacted lives. You know, in many ways, you can impact life by just offering your time, your resources, your advice, or just being there to listen.
Yeah.
You know? So really I want to be that person. Well, remembered as that person. I aspire to become the person who can leave the legacy of, when people talked about me, they share stories of how I touched their lives.
Yeah.
In any
in
other
however
way.
form. Yeah. That's beautiful. Okay.
Awesome.
Wow. Feels like we've learned a lot from the IT guru. Okay. Thank you for joining the conversation. And I believe that everybody that's watching has learned a thing or two. That was Dineo Racoco, the IT guru, the Chief Information Security Officer, as a TIC, the IT executive, and now the entrepreneur. Let's be intentional about our development. On to the next. Thank you.